bit, but I want to try and actually make destroy this, make it bigger, make an entrance through here, and make this actual entire island. And I want to cover the grass with mud. That's what I want to do. Yeah, I thought that would be a fun idea. So yeah, because I did that one over there, and I didn't know really a detail about how I compared and did it. But I thought because we just gotta fix this up, we're gonna probably make a path through there, but we're gonna make a path um through here somewhere. Probably make it from here down to about here. Only because we need somewhere where they can get up. Basically. Or we could bring it like this and bring it down here, follow this around. Oops. Around like this and around here across. We could do that. But I really thought it would be a nice idea to make, because we still need to fix this terrain up. I forgot to do this. But I still need to fix this up a bit to actually, get it right. And this here was, again, it's just a rough where, so, um, but I thought, you know, making this all mud would be a good idea, and making it probably on there, make it all mud, and then make this a giant water bank. We're probably gonna make it 2 deep, 2, 3 deep. So we're not gonna make it that big or deep, the water bank. But I thought it would be really cool if we turn all this into um, mud. Yeah. Yes. But Oscar and I just made these walls go to the ground, so we know exactly what, so we can get an idea of how it's going to look and actually going to the ground. And it actually looks pretty good, so I'm happy with it. make sure that it feels like the mud's covering a lot of the, dirt and all that. Do that, I need to make sure it does make sense of the terrain. Right, because the good thing, this one we want to do while playing, because all this terrain stuff we can do in a massive scale. Like when we make the island, we can put the rivers in as big as we want, and then we can make all the surface on the rivers, mud with Axiom, you know. So, if we have that's what I mean, like if we make the rivers and do the basic terrain on World Painter, and then come back with Axiom Pacific, because I know, if I got to look at, because I know you can definitely make your own custom trees in World Painter or with Axiom. So that's why I want to do like all the basic terrain with it. And then when we went, and then what, because we'll map it out, and then where we do, and we'll go based on the map where we're going to have forests and all that. And then from there we can build all kingdoms and all that, terrain. We're not going to make specific terrain for it. We're just going to make basic terrain which is workable to build around on the sides of the villages and kingdom we want to build. And from there, if we want to customize more, the terrain more, we can use mods like Axiom for the the terrain. I think that's what we'll do. We're definitely gonna cover this with some dirt. I think we'll put some garbage because I don't want that there. Oh, so this here, if you don't know what this is the new um the one and the add-on just adds these unique new caves in, which adds these blocks and that which you can get cool things from. So yeah. And then I think it just keeps extending the further you go towards the, yeah. And then you got, ores and this and that. You see. So it just keeps extending on thing. Sometimes like so that ended there. But so sometimes basically it can go on for a really long time, but it does basically random spawns. So if you go into one and the random spawns is an end one, it won't keep going. Right? See how this is that? Okay. So this here is an end one, so it won't continue anymore, basically. So yeah, I find it really cool. I'm just gonna find out where I came in from. Wasn't that tree? It was this tree. Right? Ah, interesting. So it hasn't actually changed this bit here. So as I said, it can be a bit glitchy. Um, but yeah, I've never seen this weird in the thing. But yeah, so that's M1 there. I need to get out. I need to figure out how I got out before. Let me just. Yeah, but the cool thing too is that our caves, the main world probably won't have any caves um, in underground because we probably won't add any in well, main one, but I will if I can. But like, the main islands won't have caves, and there won't be really weird entrances to them. I'll look at actually real life cave entrances and see how they are. We're gonna definitely gonna make this more of a river. We'll dig this out more, probably make it 5 block. Um, and we're gonna make this all mud. We're also gonna make sure the mud's about the same height as everything else. But first, we're definitely gonna finish this off here. I'm not gonna worry about under the these trees. I'm not. But there is going to be a bridge, so I will change this eventually over. I just want to get the mud in first. So we can get all these flowers.
Mhm.
we go. It's actually looking a lot not. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna do definitely this stuff on most of them when we build them on islands. Definitely put them on because because again, when we build it, I want to make it very realistic, and I want to make sure that all our rivers have are are wide, but all our rivers are gonna have mud all around them. Because naturally rivers do have mud, and that's what they have, and that's what they always will have is mud. So that's why I would put mud. Any biome too, because any biome does have mud. Not the same color usually, but they do always usually have some sort of mud. And I love the mud look too. So, and the main purpose of this world was originally to keep it and just build stuff on here. But I realized one, it takes a lot of time, and two, I realized the things which I wanted to do. Well, the things are what we should make it faster. I can go in Java. So at the moment, this main purpose of this world is actually just for us to get an idea what looks good and and for when we make the world painter world on Java. That's where we're going to use this world mainly for now. That's where she would be for builds and all that. But we are going to, keep a long line of, make sure um, that we go by how we're going to go with the world. Because again, the first kid we're definitely going to build on our world painter is the end. So it's best of us keep going with this world and save some ideas on, what we get, how we're going to build it. Yeah, because my favorite definitely thing is definitely building ships and all that. Just working on basic boat shape, and just there's ways I'm going to do it. Like example, boats. Boats. I'll look at frigates. Each ship frigates. I'll set how I build a basic base for the frigate and all that and things. And then once I do that, I'll make a copy again and change that whole thing up to add, to change it up to fit each kingdom look. So I'll change the colors on it and all that. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make that wider. It ends here very awkwardly. So we're just gonna try and get rid of this, see if this works. So I'll get rid of this. We're gonna make it at least 3D, at least in the water. And then then we'll come back and that's 2D. There we go. And then um, I just don't like this. It's so tight. Let me. Yeah, I would do that. I think that's all right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like the mud. The mud just makes it look so much cooler. It's only a time, but just arrange to have the whole thing covered in mud. We will make the beach from here go across. So, just checking if there's any mobs spawned again. Just gotta make sure that, it's good, it's not, you know, glitching out or stuff like that. Nice. Sorry if you guys can hear the um, rain in the background. It's raining at my place at the moment. It's good though, because that means we can have some water, actual water. So, there we go. Don't. No, I'm really locked in at the moment, so I'm not really thinking. When it comes to terrain, I don't really get locked in. I'll actually make it about high, actually. I'm not going to go any higher.